just to ruin your mood and clip your wings. I would buy you a diamond ring if you made me feel like you were queen and I were king. God only knows that I'm better off being without you. God only knows that I'm trying to do what I want to. Sometimes you're a fire, sometimes you're a ghost. Sometimes you can give me all the things that I love the most. Sometimes you're a queen, sometimes you're a curse, and sometimes a whole lot worse. Yeah, nobody's quite like you. Oh, nobody's quite like you. Got me hanging by a thread of hope, like you let me go. Leave me hot or leave me cold. It's a shame I have to pay the price. Didn't realize that you look away and roll the dice. God only knows that I'm better off being without you. Yeah. God only knows that I'm trying to do what I want to. Sometimes you're a fire, sometimes you're a ghost. Sometimes you can give me all the things that I love the most. Sometimes you're a queen, sometimes you're a curse, and sometimes a whole lot worse. Yeah, nobody's quite like you. Sometimes you're a fire, sometimes you're a ghost. Sometimes you can give me all the things that I love the most. Sometimes you're a queen, sometimes you're a curse, and sometimes a whole lot worse. Yeah, nobody's quite like you. Oh, nobody's quite like you. Nobody's quite like you. Oh, nobody's quite like you. Yeah.
Welcome to Smores Indoors and the greatest horror movie of all time, 64 movie Elimination Tournament. I'm your host, Corey, and I'm here with a pretty awesome panel tonight that are going to go through the 64 movie bracket with you. And we're going to determine once and for all what's the greatest horror movie of all time. So let me introduce some of these guys that are here waiting in the wings. And let's kick it off right now with our good buddy Jake from Slaughterport. Jake, what's going on?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for being on with me tonight. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
He's just destroying everything in his house, but that's all right.
Yep.
Next up, we have, as one of our panelists called him the other night, the archaeologist of horror. I'm going to stick with that nickname. It is Mr. Dan Shine from Flesh Wound Features.
What's up, guys? I see Jake already throwing things because Freddie's Dead isn't on the list.
Yeah, he was really upset about that one.
I think we just booked 64 greatest 70s porns in the private chat.
Well, we might have to do that as an After Dark show one night. Who knows?
It's happening. You know, I can actually get 64, so yeah, there we go.
You've got 64 on the shelf right beside you, I think. So
right over there.
Might have to make that 69. We'll see.
Ooh. Book it, Corey.
Also, we have a work.
Yo, what's up, faggots? How's it going? Yeah, boy. It's your boy Retarded Orc up in the house. And if I haven't offended you, my bad.
Just getting it all out of the way at once. Just
Glad you classed the joint up.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Oh, next up we have probably the greatest horror writer that I know personally, and but he's also the only horror writer I know personally. But I will say too, by this last summer, pretty good driver as well. I rode around a lot with him in Louisville. So Mr. Lauren Dixon.
It's good when I don't have to compete with anyone.
Yes.
Yeah. How are you guys?
Doing well. It's good to have you back. It's been a while, I feel like.
It feels like it's been a while since I've seen myself, so there we go.
Well, just watch this back and you'll...
No, I don't actually choose to look at myself, and neither would any other sane person.
Well, thanks anyway for being on with us tonight.
Appreciate it.
Next up, we have, there's a lot of guys from Kentucky that are in the horror YouTube community, but this guy is by far the creepiest one that I know. And he is also, I guess, my former boss from the WrestleManiacs back in the day. But we have from Dead Pit Radio, the creepy Kentuckian. What's up?
What's going on, gentlemen?
What's up?
Thank you, sir, for being on tonight.
No problem at all. It looks like I want to fit right in with these guys, so it should be fun.
It'll be a fun night, I'm sure. And last but not least, I'm not sure he's back yet, but partner in crime here on the channel, Mr. Bombastic. And yes, he's not back.
He's taking a leak. How unprofessional.
He usually just does that right at the desk. So
I
Get
told
a
Ort
catheter,
earlier, just bring a
Jonathan.
cup, bring a bottle. So you got to prepare for these things. But,
as you get older, sometimes you can't control. So.
Thank you guys for all being on here tonight. I think it's going to be a fun show. And
wait, if Jonathan does not join by the time we do the first round, can I vote for him?
Sure.
Awesome.
Would you do that? Let's see who all is out there. A lot of things going on in the chat. Joe Bob Tar Heels out there. James Egan. Cable Channel 11, our buddy Jess. Dying Breed, Mikey is out there. Sheeby Jeebies.
Sam.
Yeah. Daily Ghost. Ben Graham is out there as well. So thank you guys as well for being here. All right, guys. So 64 movies. I know some of you have or I guess most of you have seen the movies on the list. Any omissions that you think should have been there?
It's tough making a best of list. It really is. I'd say original Hellraiser, but I know that's debatable because a lot of people do say two. But
yeah,
it's one off the top of my head.
Dawn of the Dead for me was one.
I guess I'll clarify that too. Is I try to go with one movie per franchise, so I guess I kind of cheated with the Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein, but those were kind of tough to omit one of those. So
Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Can you kick him off now?
What?
all right,
You got to be careful
go.
now, dude.
I think with any list like this, it's going to be very tough. And that brings up a question I wanted to ask.
Sure.
So is this list the best horror films of all time, or is this our favorite horror films for all time? Because I think there's a danger, right? I mean, if you're talking about technical filmmaking, then there's certain films that we love desperately that probably can't really win this.
Yeah, I think, and those are definitely two different debates, really. To me, this is, if you had one to choose to take with you on a trip, and that's the only movie you had to take when it comes to each matchup, I think it's just enjoyment when it comes to this tournament. If we're going like technical, what's the best movie? That's a lot more debate, I think. So,
Work when he says trip, he means like a vacation, not a drug-induced coma.
I was gonna say like overdosing on goldfish and drinking too much.
if we're going that route, maybe Rob Zombie's Halloween should be on here.
That would be Altered States wins. Done.
Hey, yeah. Okay.
So I guess I'll kind of clarify to anyone watching as well. We have this tournament laid out online, and we're going to kind of go through it on there. And basically what we'll do, we'll take each matchup and do a little vote between the panel here, and the movie that gets the most votes will move on. So that's kind of how it'll work. The only issue I have with the the website I used is that it basically narrows down one half of the bracket down to one, and then you start the whole other side of the bracket. But we'll kind of deal with it, and it's not the way I would do it normally, but that's okay. So, but I think this way gives us the best way to do it visually. So, if you guys are ready, I guess we can kind of get started.
Sweet.
All right, let me pull that up here. So our first matchup be Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus Child's Play.
Next slide, please.
So is everybody Texas Chainsaw here?
Yes.
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 Child's Play.
You're out. buddy.
Fuck you.
All right, so now we have Dracula 1979 versus Dracula 1931. I will go. And this one's a tough one for me because I kind of grew up. I think the first one I saw was the Frank Langella 79. I'm going to go with that one personally.
Hmm.
Do we
I'll
just
go
want to
with
go
the
down
original.
Down the.
Well, yeah, however you guys
Row.
want to do it.
just go down? Jake, you're next.
Okay.
And,
I'm gonna go with Lugosi, Dracula 31.
okay.
Dracula 31 for me. Not even close.
Browning.
Yeah, 31 for sure.
Okay.
Is that A1?
31.
Suspiria versus Rick.
Hmm.
I'll go Suspiria.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, it is a tough one for me, but I'm gonna go Suspiria.
I mean, it's not a remake battle here, so not going to get threatened with murder. I pick Suspiria.
Okay.
This is not a serious question. Suspiria.
Yeah, I mean, Suspiria for me. Like, I've watched Wreck one time. One time was plenty.
Suspiria, even though it's attached to a douchebag now. But the cinematography, I can't get over in that movie.
Yeah.
Cinematography.
Cinematography.
Suspiria, even though I want to pick Rick.
All right.
I have been drinking, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All
Cut
right.
that out.
Freaks versus Ringu.
God damn you.
I'm going to go Freaks on this one.
I'm gonna go Ringu with this one.
This one's really hard. And it's close, but I'll go with the one that killed his career, Freaks.
This kills me. This absolutely fucking kills me. But I think Ringu is a film I enjoy a whole lot more and had a overall bigger effect on me.
Well, I understand that's tough.
I'm going to go with Freak simply because Ringu inspired all them goddamn Tartan Asia Extreme movies that we had to review back in the day. So Freaks.
Tartan I'm going with Ringu. Because I've seen Freaks, but I'm not reaching for Freaks again. Like, I could see myself watching Ringu many, many times over.
We are at 3-3. It comes down to York.
Jonathan
Gonna go with
hates
Freaks,
midget.
baby.
So.
Freaks.
Freaks.
There you go.
Yep.
All right.
Todd Browning.
Bride of Frankenstein and the Changeling. How about it? I'll go with Bride of Frankenstein here.
Easy.
I could lose some friends this round.
Well, it's gonna be the Changeling for me.
You know, The Changeling is a fantastic movie, but I mean, Bride of Frankenstein, I have to go with Bride of Frankenstein. But man, tough matchup.
Bride of Frankenstein is the best film ever made, so this is not even an issue.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of them that's kind of unfair, really. The Changeling is killer, or however the hell you pronounce it. The Changeling. But yeah, Bride of
Angelina
Frankenstein.
Jolie was great in it. right? Like,
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. But yeah, Bride of Frankenstein is just iconic. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not really fair.
No.
yeah, it's Bride for sure.
But Jonathan, Gia would have knocked Bride of Frankenstein out, I take it.
Yes.
Bride of Frankenstein.
You know what? Tomb Raider, Cradle of Life, or whatever the fuck that second one was.
The Omen versus the original Frankenstein. I'll go Frankenstein here.
Jeez.
I'm gonna go Omen.
Jake loves those old movies.
Yeah,
We haven't got to my favorite yet.
I hate to make it a theme, but I've got to go Frankenstein.
So the Omen has aged well for its age, but Frankenstein has aged amazingly for its age. It has to be Frankenstein. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I would say Frankenstein too.
yeah. That Frankenstein, that's to this day the best Frankenstein film that's ever been.
It's all for you, Damien, the Omen.
I think Frankenstein took it. Near Dark versus Carnival of Souls.
Here we go. I will lose friends this round.
I'm going Near Dark. I really love that
There
movie.
you go, Court. Podcast is safe, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm going Near Dark too, and it's really not even close.
I have a Henriksen signed poster over there. I'll go the one that is way, way, way better than Lost Boys, Near Dark.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't.
It's
go that far.
fucking way better than Lost Boys.
Not even close. Lost Boys doesn't hold a candle to Near
I
Dark.
still believe.
It's okay to be wrong, Stan.
You guys are lucky Garrett isn't in here. He wouldn't like that.
Flubbed ending aside, Near Dark is a great, 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 great film. Yeah, better than Lost Boys. Lost Boys is not even in my top like 4,000 films, so that's not even tough. Carnival of Souls is a great film in its own right, and it is one of the best horror mood pieces out there.
It is. I know.
But here's the thing: for the era each film was produced in, Near Dark is a more exceptional film. So Near Dark.
I want to give Carnival of Souls a vote just to go against the grain.
Fuck you, buddy. It's obviously Near Dark. Like, it's not even a question.
Near Dark.
All right, Near Dark takes it.
I had so much respect for you, CK.
Alien
So much.
versus Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Alien for me.
Yeah, Alien. Even though Aliens is better.
Yeah, I got to go Alien.
Yeah, so I've said this a million times, but the silent era into the very early talkies is not my favorite time period of horror. The 30s gets, progressively to the greatest films and the greatest era for horror, but the early stuff really is pretty much a pass for me in a lot of cases. There's exceptions. Alien is one of my DNA films. It's deep inside me. It lives. I can watch it at a drop of a hat. It never gets old. And yeah, it's way superior than that shitty sequel that came out after it. So Alien.
Yeah, I'll say Alien too. I mean, for some reason, just in my mind, though, I've always considered it more of a sci-fi movie. It's got some horror elements for sure, but yeah, I mean, it's a better movie for sure.
I mean, I named my kid Ripley, so Alien.
So, okay.
Alien.
Gotta have a
She'd be
boy,
pretty pissed.
Caligari and Ripley.
And to make sure how much you liked your kid there. All right, Halloween versus Possession. I'll go Halloween, of course.
Yeah, it's Halloween for me, and it's another one that's not even close.
Freaky sex aside, I guess I gotta go Halloween. Surprise Possession's on here. Who I'm curious who threw that one in.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
I think that was one of Drew's on his list. So
I'll say this nice thing about Possession, which is that if we were talking about ambition with these two films, Halloween loses hands down. Halloween is retelling a urban legend and barely doing anything with it. Problem is, it does it pitch perfect, and Possession is all over the place and messy, and I love it for that. But Halloween is a superior film.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Possession is the most boring piece of shit I've ever seen. I mean, now there's a couple of different cuts of this movie. So the one that I saw evidently is different than the one that's out. The one that Anchor Bay released on DVD back in the day, holy shit! You know, I could go to sleep on that more than like 5 pills of melatonin or whatever. You know, so Halloween by far, not even close. Sam Neill can go fuck himself.
Doesn't he in that movie? I think he does.
Yeah, I think so.
Halloween.
All right.
I think there was an Uncle Bill sighting earlier in the chat, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Uncle Bill's a little bit pissed off at Corey, by the way. He wanted me to tell him that. He said that Corey can go fuck himself
I'll bring him on for the porn
for
star
not inviting him on the panel. He wanted me to tell
Hey,
you
buddy, fuck you.
that. Fuck you, son.
All right. The OG Black Christmas versus Scream. To me, it's easy.
Oh,
Black
God.
Christmas.
I'm gonna be the minority here. I already know what everybody else is gonna pick, but Scream came at the right age, the right time for me, and I do love Black Christmas, but it's Scream for me.
Black Christmas all the way. One's a masterpiece. The other one's a popular movie. I love Black Christmas so much.
So one is a study in ambiguity, and the other one is so blatant that it looks like a Gap commercial. Yeah, Black Christmas all the way.
Oh, burn.
Shots fired.
I mean, this one's tough because Black Christmas is technically a better movie, for sure. But at the same time, Scream kind of helped save the horror genre in the mid-90s, you know. I want to go with Scream, fuck it.
There you go. There you go, boy. I'm also going to go with Scream. Love both movies, but I go back to Scream more.
Yeah.
It's all on you, Orc.
Bob Clark is the man. Black Christmas is a better film, but I'm going with Scream, baby.
Oh,
We almost
Yeah.
Fuck you, Orc.
Oh, yeah.
Orc with the heel turn
wow.
just came out and dropped the leg on it. Wow.
All right. The Wicker Man versus House by the Cemetery. I'm going to go with House by the Cemetery.
Yeah, I love The Wicker Man, but I've found a new love for Italian films here lately, and House of the Cemetery is like one of my favorites. So House of the Cemetery.
2 all-time favorites for me. I mean, Fulci in that era could do no wrong, but I gotta go Wicker Man. But it's not by much, to be honest. But Wicker Man, arguably Christopher Lee's best movie. I mean, yeah, Wicker Man.
I love both these movies, like with a ridiculous, probably irrational passion. House is my favorite Fulci. It's on my list of top 25 films. Wicker Man is just under that. I have to go House. And by the way, House is not nonsense. It does have a narrative that makes sense. You people just need to fucking wake up and pay attention.
Yeah, I'll go with Fulci. This is the only Fulci on the whole list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. House by the Cemetery.
I got the exact same reasoning. Got to put Fulci through.
House by the Cemetery.
There it has it.
All right, The Haunting, 1963 versus Nosferatu, 1922. For me, it's The Haunting.
You could put Black Christmas 2018, 2019, whatever, against Nosferatu, and I'd pick that. Nosferatu fucking sucks. It's boring as shit. All right, I don't care. Fucking love it.
It's a double heel turn. Wow. Well,
It's just a shitty, fucking boring ass movie. I mean,
oh, Well, it's obviously a hard choice for me. I mean, Shirley Jackson adaptation, one of the greats of horror novels of all time, and I think they did a fantastic job. I'm so close. It's almost a coin flip, but I mean, man, not Nosferatu 100-year anniversary this year. I'm gonna pick it, Nosferatu, just because of Jake. That's a protest vote.
Fucking hate this movie. Can't
So
help it.
also tough for me for obvious reasons. They're both literary adaptations. One, where the author got paid and the other didn't. So just at that rate, with my background, I got to give it The Haunting because at least Shirley Jackson got to cash a check. But they're both titans of their time periods. But yeah, I'll go with the Wise film, The Haunting.
I mean, I definitely appreciate Nosferatu. I mean, for 1922, there's some seriously creepy shit in that movie still to this day. But man, I mean, honestly, I'd rather watch The Haunting any day of the week. I'm with Slaughterport, brother.
Yeah, The Haunting. It's just a more watchable movie.
The Haunting.
All right.
Ooh.
Rosemary's Baby versus Friday the 13th, the final chapter. It's a tough one.
No, not tough for me at all.
Not at all.
Exactly what I'm going to say.
I'm going to go Friday the 13th.
This one's been one of the easier ones for me so far. Friday 13th.
Friday the 13th final chapter is pretty damn close to a perfect slasher film, so I've got to give it to that.
So much like Dawn of the Dead, another film that everyone seems to love and I find boring as fuck, Rosemary's Baby is just a snooze fest until the last 15 minutes. It's just not much there. It's beautiful. It's well made, but God, it is draggy for me. I do take some exception to the fact that the original Friday is not on this list, and Friday 4 is. Of the sequels, 4 is the best. I do think the original is a far better film, but in this matchup, Final Chapter wins. Also, it's one of my formative theater experiences. That probably helps a little bit.
Oh, nice.
I would
Welcome,
say
Jay, by
any
the
of
way.
the Paramount Friday. Oh yeah, Jay the Stingray. What's going on, dude?
So,
Hey, buddy.
What's up, guys?
Yo,
I mean, I don't hate Rosemary's Baby, but that's not one that I go back to very often. So yeah, I would probably put any of the Paramount Friday the 13th movies over Rosemary's Baby.
Well,
Any of them, but
Roman Polanski's a fucking chomo. Like, in addition to
Yeah,
making
you
a
can't put
boring
him
ass
over.
fucking movie. So Friday the 13th it is.
Friday the 13th, part 4.
Jay?
Yeah. Part 4 is my favorite in the franchise, so
Okay.
I shouldn't have
You just
tagged
woke up,
Polanski in this.
Fuck yeah.
And thanks for joining us, Naked HD.
Hell yeah.
Online strips
Without
without clothing. How do you strip without clothing?
That's what I want to know.
the skin comes off, baby.
All right, Poltergeist versus Candyman.
Easy.
I got to go Candyman on this one.
Yo.
This one, I really don't care for either of these movies.
Dan's losing his mind.
I'm sorry, they're both not very good.
oh wow.
And if I had to watch one, fuck, I don't even know. I'd rather watch neither of them.
Wow.
I'll go Candyman, I guess.
I love them both, but Candyman, arguably the best horror film of the 90s. Way better than Scream.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
pick Candyman.
No.
I pick Candyman.
Eat a dick, Dan.
Dan is correct. Candyman is probably the most solid horror film of the 90s. A film that, works on a number of levels. It has depth to it. Poltergeist is a really good haunted house movie. There's no depth. It's just that Spielbergian, get every scene looking perfect.
E.T. with ghosts.
It's great. but it's really one note. Whereas Candyman is a real film, not a movie. So Candyman.
Poltergeist, baby.
Ooh, Candyman.
Candyman.
Careful, we might be getting to 5.
That's what I was
Candyman
thinking.
all day.
All right.
Bunch of Candyman lovers.
Oh, this is easy.
Well, that Candyman movie in particular.
Yeah, that one.
Let's make that real clear.
Well, that is the best one. I'll give you that. Yeah, that's the best one.
It's the only one that's really worth watching.
Peeping Tom versus Creep Show.
I'm with you here, Lauren.
I'll go with Creep Show.
Yeah, I'm going Creep Show too.
Creep Show 2 is not in contention.
But the
Well, I
rest.
wish it was. I do like it better than the original, but yeah, Creep Show.
Ooh, I really love Peeping Tom. Creep Show though was a really early love of mine, so I'm picking that. But this is a close one for me. But Creep Show.
Yeah, it really. So this isn't as far apart as people would think it is, but I am going Peeping Tom. I feel like there's a good chance that most people have not actually seen this film. It seems to be a film that kind of falls outside the scope. Please give it a watch, people. You'll be shocked by how well it holds up and how effective it is. So, Peeping Tom.
I've got to go with Creep Show. I mean, it's one of my favorites of all time. So I've seen Peeping Tom, but it's been a minute.
Creep Show wins simply based on the fact it has meteor shit and Peeping Tom doesn't.
Okay.
Peeping Tom.
Peeping Tom.
Okay, I think it was 3-5, so fairly close. But Creep Show gets it.
Way closer than it should have.
All right, Night of the Living Dead versus
No.
Repulsion.
This should be
That's
this
easy.
should be
Night of the
yeah.
Living Dead.
We all just say it at once.
Yeah. 3,
Yeah,
2,
we go through some of these
1.
quickly.
Night.
Night of the
Living
Living
Dead.
Dead.
living dead.
All right.
Night gets it.
Was that Doodle?
All right, we're back. We're up to the second round on this side.
There we go. That's another
Texas
one.
Chainsaw versus Dracula 1931. Texas Chainsaw for me.
Yeah, Texas Chainsaw all day.
Yes.
Chainsaw. Anybody opposed to Chainsaw?
Probably
TCO.
Lauren.
Possibly.
baby.
Probably Lauren is an interesting response. No, actually, Dracula is actually not really high in my favorite Universals. It is a really, really great film.
We'll
but
have a problem with Bride next round.
we will. Yeah, Texas Chainsaw is a superior film. If we're going apples to apples inside the decades, no question.
I have to go Chainsaw, but yeah, nothing but love for Dracula.
Okay.
Chainsaw has it.
All right. Suspiria versus Freaks.
Wait. Oh, I thought Ringu made it. Shit. Oh well.
It's still. Oh no. Yeah. That's
Yep.
right. Suspiria for me.
Suspiria.
Yeah, Suspiria for me as well.
Suspiria.
Any opposition? Anybody got
No,
freaks?
Suspiria.
Suspiria.
All right.
Suspiria.
Pride
of Frankenstein versus Frankenstein.
Here we go.
Okay,
I'll
people.
go.
Now, everyone, before we do this, if you haven't seen the film, you cannot vote this time.
I will go with Bride.
Yeah, I'm going Bride as well.
Bride's the best Universal horror movie. Yeah, it's Bride.
It's Bride all day.
All right. I haven't seen Bride in a while, so you can pass me by. I've seen Frankenstein last year, so
Okay.
you can skip me.
I'm Bride.
Yeah,
Bride of Frankenstein.
I go Bride as well.
All right. Near Dark versus Alien.
Oh,
This one
man.
hurts, man.
Oh, that's tough.
I'm gonna go with Alien. I think myself.
Oh man. I'm gonna go Near Dark.
Can't really blame anybody on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going Alien, but that's really tough. If you haven't seen Near Dark in the chat, please do. it's
Mhm.
overlooked and it deserves.
Just because the Blu-ray has that shitty Twilight cover.
It broke my
Nothing
heart
like
buying that. Yeah, it did. It really broke my heart. But yeah, Alien.
There's a
But
new edition on the way, though.
yeah,
Yeah, Second Sight, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Alien. I mean, Near Dark's great, but Alien is a film that in 100 years is still going to be studied. I don't know if that's true of Near Dark, even though I love it.
Yeah, Alien. It's not even close for me, actually.
Alien.
Near Dark.
Alien.
It's 2 for Near Dark.
Alien got it.
The aliens have it.
No, they
Halloween versus Screams. Halloween for me.
Oh, come on.
Oh, it's Halloween.
Come on.
Anybody oppose?
Yeah, I mean,
Halloween all day long.
Halloween.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna lose, but I would say Scream.
Whoa.
Wow.
I can't help it. It's
I feel like
my era, man.
I feel like you're trying to like conduct some kind of social experiment right now.
No, I mean, I'm serious.
Something happened. Like he tripped or something last week and hit his head. It's
I love
it's a
Halloween.
fresh brain injury. This is not settled in.
House by the Cemetery versus The Haunting. House by the Cemetery for
House,
me.
yeah, House by the Cemetery.
Yeah,
Is anybody
House
can go
by
the
the Cemetery.
Haunting?
I go haunting.
This is really tough.
Yeah, I'm
We have
I'm having a hard time with it too. I do think Beyond should be on the list. That is a snub I have to throw out there, but god damn. House by the Cemetery.
There you go.
This kills me. Kills me. Because I love Fulci so much. The Haunting's a better movie.
We got 2 for the Haunting.
Yeah, it's tough.
Since this is the only film from my boy Lucio, House by the Cemetery.
House by the
Yeah, why
Cemetery.
did Beatrice Sensi not make this list, by the way?
The Beyond needs to, yeah.
Yeah.
I would have put
House
the
by
Beyond
the
on this list
Cemetery.
too.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, I go haunting.
So we had 2, Jonathan, for Haunting. Is that
2
right?
for Haunting.
Okay. Else gets it.
That doesn't break my heart that I won, but couldn't do it.
Friday 4 versus Candyman.
This one's tough for
Oh.
me.
I'll go Friday 4, I guess.
Not even close. Friday 4.
Candyman.
This might surprise people, but Candyman.
Get Candyman the fuck out of here. It's Friday the 13th part 4.
I'm gonna go Friday 4.
Friday the 13th, part 4.
Candyman.
Candyman. We had 3 for Candyman.
Okay, so Friday gets it.
God damn it.
Creepshow, Night of the Living Dead. I'll go Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, you're wrong.
I mean, I love them both, but one I go back and watch more is
It's
Creep Show.
yep.
So
I love them both, but Night of the Living Dead is complete. It's just timeless to me. So Night of the Living Dead.
You wouldn't have Creepshow without Night of the Living Dead. This isn't even a difficult one at all. It's Night.
Yeah, it's not Living Dead. I mean, I love Creepshow and everything, but that kind of created the modern zombie movie, not a Living Dead did.
I'm going Creep Show just because I fucking love that movie.
Night of the Living Dead.
Night.
Night of the Living Dead takes it. Okay. Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Oh,
versus
man.
Suspiria.
Not even
Oh,
close.
shit.
Not even a hard decision.
I'll go Texas Chainsaw.
You damn right you will, and so will the rest of the panel.
Son!
Boy,
this is a tough one for me, but I have to go Chainsaw.
I don't think it's easy at all, actually, between these two. But I'm going Texas Chainsaw, but that's not easy.
good choice, Dan.
I am going to abstain. Because here's the thing with this. We're getting to this point. These two films are perfect or damn near perfect in what
Yes.
they're respectively trying to do. And we're getting to the point where to give a straight up or down versus these two is just, it kind of misses the point of both movies. I mean, if I want a film that's going to freak me out on on kind of a nightmarish level, Suspiria wins. But if I'm going to watch something for the brutality and the shock and the pure adrenaline, the Texas Chainsaw is going to destroy. They're trying to do very different things. I'm going to let you guys decide this one.
Yeah, it's not an easy one for sure. It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one of those movies that people have tried to remake it, sequels, prequels, remakes, or whatever. Nobody. It's like a time capsule. Nobody can come close. So for that reason, yeah, I give it the Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, it's unequivocally Chainsaw for me.
I don't want to do it to my boy Dario, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Chainsaw's got it.
There it is.
All right.
Chainsaw's going all the way.
It better.
Bride. First.
If it doesn't go all the way, I'm
shit.
going to be pissed off.
Oh. I hate to do it, Lauren. I have to go Alien.
Yeah. I'll go Alien as well.
I'm gonna go Bride on this because it is the best of the Universal horror films, and I think timeless. That might be a controversial one. I don't know, but I'm picking Bride.
So it's not surprising I'm going to pick Bride because it's my favorite film of all time. I think it honestly is the best film of all time, and I think actually that's been proven out in overtime. Alien is one of my favorite films as well. They're both in my top 10 of all time. But I mean, I think you have to have some perspective on this. Bride was a film that managed at a time when horror was popular but thought of as lowbrow to break down all kinds of barriers. All kinds of barriers. Like, if you haven't read the history of with the film's release, whereas Frankenstein was a film that shocked America, Bride changed what people thought cinema could do. It's one of the touchstones of modern cinema. I'm going with Bride. I realize it's going to lose the round, but I think that's a shame in a way because it kind of speaks to kind of where we're at as a society.
Let's go with Lauren's talked me into it. I want to go with Bride.
That was
I have to go with Alien. Have to.
We're
Bride
tied.
Frankenstein.
3.
Oh,
4?
we might have our first tie. I think if I'm counting right.
No. Bride's winning as of right now.
Got to go Alien.
Well, yeah, I was.
Tied.
Yeah. So yeah, we're tied. Now what?
All right, we're going to you, audience, starting right now.
Yeah, boy.
Bride or Alien?
Let's go ahead and just say Alien and get it over with.
Just count the first 5 votes.
Here.
All right, guys, start voting now because I'm
We've
not
got
sure.
Sean McManus in for Alien.
Control T
Jamie's in
T
for
T T
Alien.
T T T T T T alt account.
All right, I got a
Jaws.
Bride.
We have one bride.
Bride.
Another
Brides,
alien,
2 aliens.
2 brides. 2 aliens.
3 aliens.
Next vote gets it.
3 aliens. 3
Aliens.
aliens.
It's going to be
Aliens got it.
Alien.
Alien has it.
All right.
Damn.
You guys fought valiantly.
I'm happy that was close, at least.
This one should not be.
Halloween versus House by the Cemetery. We'll go with Halloween here.
This is still a tough one for me, but I'll have to go Halloween.
Maybe I'll do a controversial one here. Just because Halloween Kills really killed my soul, and I shouldn't hold that against the original, but I'm just going to pick House by the Cemetery.
I saw Halloween on its broadcast premiere on television, and it was a night that played a huge role in changing my life. Now, seeing House by the Cemetery on VHS a few years later definitely was another seminal moment. They're both huge. I think Fulci was one of the best visual filmmakers to ever involve himself in the horror genre, and I'll put him up against Kubrick as a physical, visual storyteller.
Yeah.
But on the whole, I'd be lying if I didn't say that Halloween is the more influential and the better film.
Sorry, whose hole were you on?
What?
You said on the hole.
Yes, I did.
What?
Public
Sorry.
school's a problem down there, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do what now?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Halloween. I'll go with Halloween as well.
Yeah. Halloween.
That hurts, right?
Halloween. Wait, no, Jonathan didn't go.
Yeah, I did. Halloween.
Yeah, he said Halloween.
Halloween, even though I hate to see we got rid of Dario, I hate to see Fulci go too. So, but Halloween.
Halloween, man. Come on.
All right. Oh, Friday 4 versus Night of the Living Dead.
Ooh. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
This is going to be the tell of the tape right here. This will tell you how it's going to end.
I'm going to go Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah. I'm going Friday 4, and it's not close.
Night of the Living Dead for me.
Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead.
Friday 4.
Gotta go with Night of the Living Dead.
I think
Night.
that.
I think that
Yeah.
does it.
Night of the Living Dead took it.
It moves.
All right. Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus
Oh, man.
Alien. I'll go Chainsaw.
Yeah, chainsaw all day.
Chainsaw.
Alien.
Ooh.
Chainsaw, boys.
Chainsaw.
TCM.
Chainsaw balls.
Balls.
Chainsaw
B.O.Z.,
balls.
son.
Halloween versus Night of the Living Dead.
Damn.
I'll go Halloween, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going Halloween too.
Night of the Living Dead.
Ooh.
Night of the Living Dead.
Ooh.
The one, the only Halloween. Well, there's a lot of them now, so.
Halloween.
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 All right.
Halloween. Now this one sucks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, that is rough.
How could this happen?
Yeah.
It is rough.
Is this for the title?
This
No,
This is for that conference.
yeah, that side.
Okay. Conference. All right.
Oh man.
Shit.
Man, I just go back to my childhood. I've got to go Halloween, I guess.
Ooh.
Mm.
Really dig your heels in, because this one goes to the finals, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
This I gotta go Halloween.
I'm Texas Chainsaw. Always
There you
been
go.
a Texas
There you go, Dan.
Chainsaw over
There you
Halloween.
go.
This could be the final right here, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
You know?
Could be.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because there's a number of different things going through my head, right? So I'm trying to take my experience out of it at this point because that's just going to cloud all of our vision, right? Halloween has a really nasty little, like, convenient plot problem in the first quarter of the film. Texas Chainsaw Massacre has no plot problems. It is just a on-the-scene situational horror film. I think Texas Chainsaw takes it.
Okay. 2-2 so far.
Yeah, anyone that knows me knows I'm a huge Halloween guy. That's probably my favorite movie of the two. But it's close. But I think the better movie, the most influential movie, the movie that nobody can touch, Texas Chainsaw, baby.
There it is. Yeah, Texas Chainsaw makes me feel things when I watch it. I can feel hot in the wintertime watching that movie. Halloween doesn't do anything close to that. It's Chainsaw.
And Halloween makes me feel things too, like hating psychiatrists. Halloween.
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw has it.
Yeah. All
Well
right. Well,
played.
Chainsaw took that side. Now, here we go to the other side of the bracket.
Oh, this is easy.
This one should be
Give
easy,
me,
right?
give me a vote for
Does
Psycho.
anyone
I
want to
gotta
vote
take a
for
leak.
Get Out?
Yes.
Oh,
Jake's got to get out. Okay. All right. Psycho wins.
Psycho
That's
for me.
fine.
Psycho
Yeah.
for me.
Okay. Black Sunday versus Train to Busan.
Completely unfair.
Mm.
Go Black Sunday.
I'm gonna trade Busan, man. I think that movie hits different if you're a parent. So
Train to Busan is a shockingly awesome movie at a time when zombies were really played out. But Black Sunday to me is arguably the greatest gothic horror film of all time. So it's Black Sunday, but man, I wish Train to Busan was up against something else.
You know, one of the
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
One of the challenges that doing this kind of a list is that I mean I'm voting Black Sunday, but here's the problem: is that it has no chance of getting very far in this competition, which is a little bit sad. Simply because, again, I think there's two types of genre fans: those who embrace older films and who don't. And at a certain point, that's going to play against all of the films that were made before 1970. So I go Black Sunday. It's Mario Bava's masterpiece, and it is a true, honest-to-God masterpiece. And Barbara Steele never was better. So
Yeah, I'll go with Black Sunday as well. I mean, I'm not a big gothic horror guy, but if I'm in the mood for something like that, that's definitely one to go to for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Black Sunday as well.
Wait, changing my vote, even though I didn't say it and it was only in chat. Train to Busan.
Black Sunday.
Black Sunday
Black
has it.
Sunday has it.
Mario Bava might be the greatest horror director of all time if you go down his
Oh,
he's in the
resume.
running. He's
Yeah, I
definitely in
mean, top 2 or 3, easy.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 1978 versus Maniac.
that's a tough one.
I'm gonna go with the Body Snatchers. I think.
yeah, Maniac, and it's really not even close for me.
2 very different films. You can smell the alcohol coming out of Joe Spinell's pores. And I'm gonna not go with the classy pick. I'm picking Maniac.
I will skip Lauren for a moment. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go with Maniac as well. I mean, I'm kind of burnt out on that movie. I've seen it so much, but Joe Spinell's performance, man, like,
Perfect.
it's just unreal. Unreal.
We skipped you for a second, Lauren, but go ahead.
Yeah, I had to take care of something. Both these films are really, really important for their time. But Maniac is Maniac is one of those films that's like putting your hand on a hot stove. It's instantaneous. It hurts in all the right ways, and you have a reaction that's really strong. Whereas Invasion of the Body Snatchers is one of those films that every time you watch it, it hits you in the same parts really, really, really decisively. It's tough. I'm going to give it to Invasion of the Body Snatchers just slightly because it's my favorite version of that story.
I wasn't sure what you'd pick, Lauren.
And human face dog. So
All right, Jonathan.
Muted. Maniac. Sorry.
Maniac. Okay.
I was like, why y'all looking at me? Fuck.
Maniac.
Love them both. Got to go Body Snatchers.
I think Maniac took it.
Did it? I was going to say that was within
It
one,
was-
wasn't
I think it was 5-3.
it? Yeah.
So you said Maniac right work,
Yeah.
Jonathan?
Maniac.
Yeah.
CK, what'd you have?
Maniac's got it.
Maniac.
Yeah,
Okay.
5-3. All right. Blair Witch versus Hereditary.
Oh, man.
This is a fun one.
Yeah, it is.
It's tough because I had such a good theater experience with one, but
Very uplifting.
One scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. One scared the shit out of me now.
Yeah.
they both feel good films, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Blair Witch.
Yeah. Attaboy.
Saw it opening night. It was such a good experience. So
Yeah, I did too.
Oh man, I don't know. This one is a really tough one, but I guess if I had to go with one, it'd be Blair Witch.
I'm Hereditary. That movie's to me a modern masterpiece, and goddamn, is that a scary movie? And Toni Collette doesn't get any better. Hereditary.
It's funny because in this bracket you have a film in which every shot is so carefully crafted and controlled to make sure it progresses the narrative in a very specific way to at the same time reflect all the undertones that is built up to that point. And the other one was shot on a camcorder by kids in the woods.
yeah.
I love Blair Witch. I have a great history with Blair Witch. It's one of those films that I do think is in my DNA as well, but Hereditary is one of the big horror masterpieces of our time. I don't think we should have cut it out of this. Hereditary.
This may be the toughest one so far for me, at least in this round. Blair Witch Project is one of those movies that at the time when it came out, it just had so much buzz from everybody, not just horror fans, from everybody. And the legend behind the making of that movie too, they bought the camcorder from Circuit City. After they got done filming it, they took it back. That's how low budget that movie is. So Blair Witch Project, I love Hereditary, and I think it's definitely a modern masterpiece as well. It just sucks that it's up against Blair Witch Project. So
It's tied right now at 2-2. But I fucking hate Hereditary, so I'm going with Blair Witch
wow.
Blair Witch Project I saw when I was a kid, and I could still watch horror movies after it. Saw Hereditary like a year ago, and I haven't watched that many horror movies after it, so I'm picking Hereditary.
It comes down to Jay.
Well, because Jonathan's a cunt, I'm gonna pick Hereditary.
Fuck you.
Thank you, Jonathan, for making that
Damn.
work out.
What was that? 4-4 now.
Who all had Blair Witch? I did.
Yeah, do a raise of hands.
1, 2,
Yeah.
1, 2.
3 is just 3. It's 3-4.
So Hereditary.
Yeah, it's 4-4.
No, it's
So
Four.
Oh shit.
back to the audience. First 5
wait.
votes.
Tied up. Heck. Hell yeah.
Come on, people, do the right thing.
Yeah, you guys got the votes here.
Let's
so.
send Blair Witch on. Remember 1997.
Not Midsummer, Sean.
Midsummer.
Or 1999. Just go back to 1999 in your head. Remember how fucking
And-
crazy that was.
Hereditary.
When I
Blair
saw
Witch,
Blair Witch, like in the theater,
Oh,
like
Witch
I
has
thought
got
that
it.
was real,
First
man.
3.
Blair Witch, yeah.
I'm losing track of the counts. One.
Blair Witch moves on. Fuck you, Jay.
Yeah, it was.
I gotta
it was
say, though, it
4-1
seems
with
like,
the first 5.
On some of our shows, though, there's like a lot of hate for Blair Witch now, for some reason.
There is.
I don't know if the younger audience or what it is, but yeah.
It's too
I think
meta,
it's one of those
bro.
deals you had to be there. You
Too
just
meta.
had to be
It's
there.
too meta, bro.
Here's a tough one.
Yeah.
The Shining and Videodrome.
It's an easy one for me.
Same here.
I'm gonna go with The Shining.
I think there's 2 movies in this round that I really don't like, and they'll probably be surprising. And The Shining is one of them. I fucking hate The Shining. So, Videodrome.
Nice.
So this is a tough head-to-head, and I'm gonna really go with childhood. Videodrome was a big one in making me a horror fan. I just saw that right at the right time. It's the crappy matchup, but I'm gonna pick Videodrome.
Love both movies. I'm a Shining guy in this matchup.
Oh wow.
Cronenberg never made a bad film,
No.
but either did Kubrick. The difference is one. How to put this best? There are Cronenberg films I like a lot more, but I think that The Shining deserves to be applauded for what it brought to the genre, which was it was a time when, like, remember, this movie came out within weeks of the original Friday the 13th. That's what was happening in the genre. And here we had something that took the genre seriously, more seriously perhaps than it ever had been taken before. And I think that should be applauded. So, Shining. And the twins are scarier than anything in Videodrome, by far.
We're at 2-2. So, CK.
Scarier than a
Yeah,
VHS.
I'll go
vagina?
with. What is it?
VHS vagina one. Really? Sorry.
Yeah, I'll go with The Shining as well. That's the one that I kind of go back to the most, and I don't know. I mean, it's what I grew up with, I guess.
I'm gonna go Videodrome just because I go back to it more often.
3-3.
Right up.
Cronenberg can do no wrong. Videodrome.
Videodrome.
I know when I stick a Betamax in my vagina.
Wow, I didn't think that'd go that way.
I do want to say something, though. I think it's interesting that this was the matchup because they're both films about sexual abuse.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Videodrome moves on. Phantasm versus Carrie.
Oh, damn.
For me, it's Phantasm.
I'm gonna
I know Jake's a big Phantasm guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna break CK's heart here, but I fucking hate Phantasm. So carry it.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to watch it many a times, and
It's
I just
fucking
can't.
boring.
It is. Thank you.
Did you like the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I do like it.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Yeah.
I'm
That's your opinion.
Phantasm. I'm Phantasm. I love Phantasm, and nothing against Carrie, but yeah.
I think Carrie ends with one of the greatest non sequitur jump scares ever, and like Phantasm is all non sequitur jump scares for its entire running time. I love the dream reality. I love the fact that it makes sense only if you include and disclude scenes, which is something later David Lynch would make a career out of. I think Phantasm is underrated for what it brought to horror cinema. Carrie is great, and it certainly helped build Stephen King into what he is. De Palma's a master filmmaker. Really wish I could push him on for just who he is and what he's done with his body work, but I do prefer Coscarelli's Phantasm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really ranking movies isn't my thing usually, but both of these movies would be in my top 20 probably. I love both of them, but Phantasm is like probably one of my top 5 of all time. So I've got to go. I've got my one sheet signed by the cast up there, and it's always going to be up on my wall.
I'm gonna go Carrie.
Phantasm on the score alone. The theme is fucking legendary.
Phantasm.
Phantasm
Phantasm
has it.
moves on. Night of the Hunter versus Don't Look Now.
Interesting matchup.
I'm going to go Night of the Hunter.
Oh, you can count me out on this one. I haven't seen either of these.
That's shocking.
Yeah, this is one of the hardest ones. Night of the Hunter.
The horror genre was partially built on the Southern Gothic, right up through Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But there's not a better example than Night of the Hunter. And I get the taste is not going to take it all the way in this, but Love Don't Look Now, it's awesome. It's more of a film of its time and its look and the experimental nature of cinema at that moment. But Night of the Hunter is probably the better film.
All right, next time.
I'll go with Night of the Hunter as well. Uncle Bill's pissed at you now. He ain't fucking gonna do it. No, buddy, fuck you. That's what he'll say.
Jonathan.
I have no fucking clue. I've never seen either of these.
Oh, get on it, Jonathan. You'll love them, I think.
Let's be honest, Dan. These are above my pay grade.
I think you will like me.
I don't know.
I think you will.
They're not what you think they are in either case. They're completely films you could follow the narrative and just be invested in. I don't think this is. I think you think these are much more.
Just within reach, I have Boys in the Hood and Boogie Boy, dude.
Okay,
My
you're
taste
right.
doesn't go deep.
I think they will surprise you. And anybody in the chat that hasn't watched these two, I think they might surprise you.
Mm-hmm.
I like them both. I'm gonna have to go.
Smurf.
Don't look.
Fuck yeah!
Don't look now.
The Lost Village, son.
You know how many times I've had to fucking watch that though? Like,
What you got, Jay?
Don't look now.
I think it was
Like Night of the Hunter guy.
4-2. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The Thing versus
Oh,
the
come on.
oh
No, wait a
come
second.
on.
Whoa.
Wow.
Not fair at all.
no, it's
This
not.
is a stacked
It's
deck
not.
completely.
It's not, and it's unfortunate. Empty Man is going to stop here.
Yeah.
But
That shit better.
Oh, I don't know.
Lauren,
about
do you
that
want to
at all.
make your case for Empty Man?
Yeah, I will absolutely make my case. Get your fucking nostalgia out of your pants, okay?
Mm.
The Thing is a great movie, no question about it. It's also, if we're being honest, as you've seen new HD copies of the film, starting to age. It really is. It's great. We love the performance. We love the actors. We love the dialogue. Empty Man actually is pushing the genre forward at a time where not much else is. And the fact that this isn't even a consideration, that the Thing just won the round, we could just do a straight up voice vote on this, it just depresses the shit out of me because I'm the guy who loves old crap and is always supporting like films with legacy. Well, I'm telling you right now, the Empty
All right,
Man
the Thing wins it. Let's go.
fuckload of legacy. And
We want to vote.
just do it.
All right, let's do a vote. Because
Does the Thing go through?
I love Empty Man. Don't get me
I do
wrong.
too. I love Empty Man. I would have.
But the
It is
Thing's
a
like
shame
one
we
of my
didn't put it up
favorite
against
films of all
Phantasm.
time, you know?
I will pick Empty Man on the basis that I do think we should have a newer film. Hereditary was a heartbreaker for me. It's not taking anything against away from the Thing. I mean, the Thing is the Thing.
The Thing, but
I'm Empty Man.
Wow.
I'll go the Thing.
Wow, Dan. Damn.
I honest to God, like I think it's one that is just a fantastic film, much like Hereditary, and it does belong in the conversation. I know it's gonna lose, but I'm gonna say Empty Man.
Yeah, it's the Thing. I mean, I like the first 20 minutes of the Empty Man, and that's about it. So
And we're 2-2 up there. So CK.
Who's next? Me? I'll go with the Thing. I mean, sorry, but it's the Thing, you know.
it's the thing to do.
The Thing.
The Thing.
Thing.
All right.
That's the new remake.
Everybody that hasn't seen it, check out the Empty Man though.
Empty Man is the shit.
It is. It is.
No.
Oh, come on.
I don't like this
Come on.
either.
I like this one. I know exactly what I'm going with.
I know what I'm going with, but I'm not proud of it.
Go Exorcist.
I'm proud of it.
I love both of these movies. This is a tough one. I think I know what everybody else is going to go with, so I'll just go ahead and go with It Follows.
Exorcist. It's Exorcist.
Yeah, I mean, we could pretend, I guess, but Exorcist is the superior film.
The Exorcist.
The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Yes.
That was a good one, too.
Religion isn't scary. It follows.
Whoa. Come on. Exorcist.
There you
All
go.
right.
It was going.
We've established supernatural STDs.
Yeah.
Orchestrated spirit.
Part two. Okay.
Fucking part 2 made it? Okay.
Hitcher versus Hellraiser
This-
2.
this
This is
fucking
another
sucks.
tough one.
It's another one I have to go with my childhood experience, and I'm going with the Hitcher.
Wow.
Yeah, this is another tough one for me. I guess if I had to pick, I'd probably go Hellraiser.
I'm a Clive Barker fanatic. The Hitcher's an amazing film. I mean, the first Hellraiser, if I had to pick, but they kind of bleed into each other. And when you consider the production issues that Hellraiser 2 had, what they were able to deliver at the end of the day is just amazing. So Hellbound, Hellraiser 2 for me.
This is actually a really easy one for me, and I like both films a lot, but Hellbound Hellraiser 2 tries to do something really ambitious when it had no right to try and be that ambitious. Whereas The Hitcher had a plot that it changed during production and it just was not willing to live out its concept. It's great for what it is, but it's a little bit unsatisfying because, John Ryder shouldn't be a real guy. And the movie's set up to do that, and then it refuses to follow through, whereas Hellbound actually goes for the jugular of exactly what it wants to be and goes the full bar. So I'm going to give it to Hellbound, Hellraiser 2.
I mean, it's kind of close for me, but like The Hitcher is just. I watched it not too long ago, and I think it still holds up very well. I mean, the cinematography is really good on it. I can't wait for that 4K to come out. I think it's coming out this year.
Yep.
Rutger Hauer is just freaking. I mean, his performance is better than anything in either of these two movies, in my opinion. And I'm kind of confused why the first Hellraiser isn't on here, but I'll go with The Hitcher.
Hellbound's better.
No.
Let's say I love
Hellbound is a remake of the Hellraiser 2 is a remake of the first fucking movie. It's the same damn thing.
Round one, fight.
No, I mean they're too similar. I don't think there's anything that new in Hellraiser 2.
I think there's a lot new in Hellraiser 2, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I love the fact that we go to hell in Hellraiser 2.
I watch them back to back. Like I never just watch one of those movies. That's if I'm committing to it, I'm watching the first two. So it wouldn't have changed my answer either way, though. Hellraiser 1 or 2 for me, but yeah,
it would have been a little bit closer for me, but I'd still go with The Hitcher.
Even though I love Hellraiser 2, I'm gonna go with The Hitcher.
Oh wow! Now it's getting close. God damn it! I love both
3-2 right now.
All right, can't
I'm
be
sorry,
here all night.
3-3 actually. Sorry.
3-3, really?
Yeah. Yep.
You two
I'm
decided.
gonna go. Oh shit! Let Jay go first.
No.
Fuck, God damn it. Fuck.
you're trying to make him the heel.
All right, I'll go with Hellraiser 2.
Same.
Damn!
Hellraiser.
God damn, bulls.
I thought we could put that one through.
That's a shocker up there. To
Oh
me.
shit!
I
look
know
at
where I'm
this.
going with this one.
I'm very curious on this one. I'm very.
This
curious.
is a tough one.
Exactly where I'm
Tough.
going. It's not even the best Evil Dead movie.
I'm gonna go with Return of the Living Dead, I think.
Yeah, this is like my third favorite Evil Dead out of the original trilogy, so Return of the Living Dead.
I love both films, but I got to go Evil Dead.
You know what? As a timestamp of what the very best of 80s horror could be, Return of the Living Dead is kind of undeniable to me. And that soundtrack. Fucking A. It's like some of my absolute favorite bands in history are on that.
It's a good soundtrack.
Yeah, I'm going to reluctantly pick Return of the Living Dead just because I've got a little bit more history with it. But the original Evil Dead is by far the best Evil Dead movie.
I agree with that.
I'm going Return of the Living Dead.
Evil Dead.
Sucks that that Evil Dead's going out this early, but got to go Return.
Absolutely.
All right. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh man!
Yeah,
the right
this is
one
gonna
in.
get
Come
fun.
on.
Like you have to. No, fuck it. I don't have to do anything. I'm good.
Again, just based on childhood memory, I'm going to go Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going Nightmare too, but Let the Right One In is a great movie.
Of course, you're going Nightmare. You have to.
I mean, Nightmare on Elm Street. None of the sequels got anywhere close. I mean, that is the masterpiece of the franchise, and I got to go Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street is a great ghost story. It's unfortunate the rest of the series decided to do something else with it.
Yeah.
Let the Right One In is a really important film. It's beautiful. It is probably one of the most complete statements ever made in horror. But I might surprise people and go with Nightmare on Elm Street here. I hope this movie doesn't go any further because I don't think it deserves to go any further than the next round. But I will choose Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, I'll go with Nightmare on Elm Street as well. Let the Right One In, though, I think is really, really good. We reviewed that one back in the day, and it kind of shocked both of us when we saw it. But, yeah, I mean, you can't deny Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, those two at least. It's not really a contest.
Let the Right One In.
Well,
Nightmare is part of the big three, but Let the Right One In hits you in the feels.
Yep.
So I go with Let the Right One In.
I love Let the Right One In, but not against Nightmare. Got to go Nightmare.
Unfortunate. But I get
Nightmare
it.
moves on.
For now.
The Howling versus The Fog.
Oh, fuck.
I know what I got here.
I'm going to go The Fog.
There you go.
Yeah, The Fog for me too. It's probably my second favorite Carpenter.
Two genre classics, but yeah, it's The Fog for me. It's The Fog. I'm not even going to elaborate. It's The Fog.
The Fog is Carpenter doing kind of the New England ghost story, as well as anyone ever did, with heavy Lovecraftian overtones. It is my favorite Carpenter film, and it's also just, frankly, one of the moodiest, most atmospheric films ever made. I love The Howling. Sorry, Joe, but yeah, The Fog.
Oh, yeah, I've got to go with The Fog on this one, too. I actually really love that movie.
Yeah, I'm going to go with The Fog, but the case can be made for The Howling. It's not going to be a landslide for me.
The Fog.
Well, since The Fog's already lost, I'm going to go Howling.
The Fog. Reanimator versus The Witch.
Oh,
Oh, I
man.
hate
Oh,
this.
man.
This is going to set me off again. Clearly.
I'm actually going to go with The Witch.
Yeah, this is a tough one, but The Witch is one of my favorite modern horror movies. So, The Witch.
That's what I like to fucking hear right there.
Nothing against Reanimator. I think Reanimator is a blast, but I think The Witch, again, modern classic, excellent horror film. It's The Witch for me.
Yeah, I mean, this one is so easy. It's not funny for me. I get why people love Reanimator. I've always been kind of cold on it. Partially it's because I'm a huge Lovecraft fan. I reread the Lovecraft canon every few years, all of it. And as a Lovecraft adaptation, it has a lot of problems. As its own film, it's fun, it's colorful, it's funny. Yeah. But The Witch is staggering accomplishment. I mean, to me, this isn't a tough one. The Witch.
Stuart Gordon did make a lot of Lovecraft fans, though. I will say that for Reanimator.
He did. I'd say Dagon is a better adaptation. Or not of Dagon, but whatever.
Surprisingly, I'm going to go with The Witch as well. As far as some of the more recent horror movies, I think I just watched that one last year. And I was just in awe the entire time. The attention to detail the accent that the people were talking and all that. And I got the second sight, like a preview copy of the second sight release, and I'm looking forward to watching it in 4K. So
Oh,
yeah,
hell
the Witch is awesome, definitely.
I'm gonna go The Witch.
I don't want to get ahead of myself like Jeffrey, but which
Black Phillip all day.
Oh, clean sweep for the Witch.
I will say the reason I had to go a second ago is because my kid came in here and wanted to know what happened with Frankenstein. So I got to talk him to.
Silence of the Lambs versus the Void.
Another
It's
tough
easy.
I'll go Silence of the Lambs.
This is a tough one, but man, I just really love the Void, so I'm gonna go the Void.
one. Nice.
The Void's a good film. I don't know that I don't put it up against the Titans. But I don't necessarily put Silence of the Lambs up against the Titans. So this is a interesting pick. I'm going to go with Silence of the Lambs.
Wait, was she a great big fat person?
Word.
I mean, I do the goodbye horses dance in the mirror every day, but nothing,
Do you hang the hat on your junk? So you don't have to
yeah,
tuck it
there's
back?
like a device that, yeah.
You could
absolutely.
tuck it back in there.
Would you fuck me?
Ric Flair helicopter
Fuck me.
top action, you know.
Andy
Don't you touch my dog.
It's funny because Silence of the Lambs, my least favorite thing about Silence of the Lambs is most people's most favorite, which is I think Hopkins' performance is way over the top. As a guy, I read Thomas Harris's Silence of the Lambs and Red Dragon before that when they came out as books new, and the big gothic, almost Dracula performance version of Hannibal Lecter is not what was in my head. And I think that, but the rest of the film is incredibly tense, has meaning, impact. Characters actually do things, which is something that you don't see in horror a lot. Usually they just follow and get scared. So I have to say Silence is the better film. Void is fine, but it's a couple tiers under.
I'm gonna guess you prefer Manhunter, right?
Yeah, actually, I do. I think the ending doesn't completely work, but it's way better than Red Dragon as a film.
Oh,
adaptation.
absolutely, yeah.
Keep the series in your too. Yeah,
I don't watch TV.
I know.
Not very often.
I'll go with Silence of the Lambs as well. I mean, it's not really a fair. This was another fair comparison.
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs.
Sons of the Lambs.
Yeah, same.
All right. Jaws versus The Fly.
Oh,
Easy.
Wow. Fuck, man.
Easy, so easy.
Jaws for me.
oh, come on.
Yeah,
Jaws,
I mean-
easy.
The Fly.
Jaws is, in my top 5 favorite films of all
The
time.
fucking Fly, man.
This is a tough one. I mean, do I go being a Cronenberg kid? I'm not even saying that The Fly is a better movie, but I'm picking it.
There you go,
So
Dan.
childhood wins out. The Fly.
Don't be afraid of these cocksuckers. You tell them what you think.
Hey,
I resemble that remark.
So I think the problem here with this comparison is that one film changed how people vacation for decades afterwards.
Yeah.
And now the film is my least favorite Cronenberg film. So, yeah,
Favorite?
yeah, I would say that.
Wow.
Now, by the way, my least favorite Cronenberg film is better than most films, period. Right? But Jaws, I'm not a Spielberg fan, but god damn it, Jaws works, and it does improve a lot upon the Benchley novel. There's certain things about the novel I like more, but as a whole, it's just Jaws is Jaws. It's a phenomenal film. It invented the summer blockbuster, for better or worse, but it did so out of its sheer power. It really changed cinema.
Yeah, it's timeless. You don't need to change anything about it. It's timeless.
I mean, Jaws has it at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jaws is. I mean, Jaws is a great movie, even outside of like best horror movie, right? So that's one that I don't even really classify that much as a horror movie. It's just a great movie.
Jaws has it.
Live by the ocean and tell me Jaws isn't a horror movie.
Love to fly.
Jaws.
Cronenberg's my favorite director, but
I want Fly.
gotta
I
go
live in
with
Kentucky.
Jaws.
I don't have to worry about it.
All right, Jaws moves on.
I actually live not far from where the real case of the shark attack actually happened. That was in Mattawan, New Jersey.
Oh,
Bull shark, right?
Yep. Swam up the Mattawan River. That's the
Gangrene.
scary thing is you guys think you have to be on the shore. That's not where the actual attacks happen. They happened inland, dude.
Mm.
all right, Psycho, Black Sunday. The Beast Psycho for me.
Psycho for me as well.
Oh man. Black Sunday.
Just shoot me in the head, but Psycho.
There you go. Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I got to go with Psycho on that one, unfortunately.
It's Psycho.
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 There it is.
All right.
Unanimous.
Yeah,
No,
we-
unanimous. I picked Black
Dan
Sunday.
had.
Oh
Black
no,
Sunday.
that's what people who matter.
So,
Oh.
well, I mean, I got to that with you,
Oh,
like,
God.
I get more out of
Damn.
Black Sunday at this point in my life, but it's Psycho.
Yeah. I understand.
Maniac versus the controversial advancement of Blair Witch Project over Hereditary.
Should be Hereditary.
But I'll go Blair Witch Project here
There
too.
you go, boy.
I'll go with Maniac on this one.
Joe Spinell would have killed them all in 5 minutes and saved you from the shaky cam headache. Maniac. I like Blair Witch. I'm just kidding, but Maniac.
I'm not even sure how to process this one. If it's a tie, I'll come back to me, but I don't even know how to deal with this.
Okay.
It's tough. I will just say Blair Witch. Plug it.
I'm gonna go Blair Witch.
Blair Witch Project.
Maniac.
Blair Witch goes.
Okay.
Damn it.
Stripper is back.
Yeah, I know.
Without-
Oh wait, what
I
are we
think,
getting
I think
now?
that's Uncle Bill actually. Videodrome versus Phantasm.
She hasn't. I mean, the stripper has not sent an eggplant yet, so I'm not even invested.
Well, there's water there and a thumb, so they're working their way up.
Now there just needs to be a picture of like the poo emoji.
You got to ease into the eggplant, you know.
Peach, eggplant.
This one for me will be Phantasm.
It's Videodrome for me. So
Yeah. Cronenberg kid, Videodrome.
There you go.
It's funny because it's like this challenge was designed to have me vote against Cronenberg, which is not my natural impulse.
Right.
I'm a big fan, but I'll take the Brood or Scanners over the Flyer Videodrome. So, Phantasm.
Phantasm.
Videodrome.
There we go.
3-3 right now.
Let's go, boys.
What you got, Orc?
I got
Show us that Betamax vagina, Orc. The chat commands it.
I don't want to let my boy Cronenberg down, but I'm going Phantasm.
Ooh.
Videodrome. Videodrome.
We are
It
tied.
goes
So
to the audience.
Come on, chat. Let's
Ladies
get
and gentlemen, please type
first,
in your
first 5
responses
votes right
below.
now.
it. Jamie says Phantasm.
After
Yeah,
Dying
eggplant.
Breeds, eggplant.
Ben says Videodrome. We got a lot of
We're
eggplants.
starting with Darren there.
Phantasm has it.
Two for Phantasm.
Phantasm has it. Okay.
3 for Phantasm.
I still think this all
Damn.
ends with Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, I'm like
so-
Lauren, man. I can't.
Okay.
Cronenberg's my boy.
Phantasm moves on. Night of the Hunter versus the Thing.
Here we go.
Guess what I picked?
I'm gonna actually I guess, shock some people and go with Night of the Hunter.
The Thing.
If you asked me, 10 years ago, I mean, Night of the Hunter.
I don't remember the scene in Night of the Hunter where they had to cut out a crappy stop motion animation puppet, so I'm going with Night of the Hunter.
Oh goddamn! What's happening?
We owe you for some picks, Jonathan. So
We're 3-3, right? You guys all voted for it.
3-1
3 to
right
1.
now.
Oh, 3-1. Okay.
CK, don't let me down, man.
Here's the thing. It's the thing. So I can't go against it. And it's John Carpenter. He's another one that, he grew up in Kentucky, so I got to stick with my boy.
I've heard of him before.
3-2.
Yeah.
I always keep that thing on me. You know what I'm saying?
3-3.
That's the thing.
Coming from the back with the shot, The Thing.
Give me that thing.
There it is.
All right.
I'm glad it was at least close.
yeah,
Exorcist
not-
versus Hellraiser 2.
Ooh,
This is not-
spicy.
Does anybody have an argument that Hellraiser 2 is better than The Exorcist somehow? Because I can't find it.
It'd be tough.
no argument for that. But again, childhood nostalgia But no, I
Can you
Yeah,
imagine
feel
the
down
versus
on this one.
that this could be?
that would be a hell of a verse.
Merrin versus Pinhead is something we need happening.
Oh man.
I'm gonna go head over heart with this one for me and say Exorcist. I know I'm going out of order, but
Is that
Yeah,
the
I think we're
consensus?
just consensus.
Yeah.
yeah.
This one,
Yeah.
this one's not going for the voice vote.
Yeah, we can just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Return of the Living
Oh.
Dead, Nightmare on
Oh,
Elm
man.
Street.
Easy peasy.
Return of the Living Dead for me.
Me too.
I didn't even
Yeah.
want to send Nightmare through the first time, so
Yeah.
Return of the
Yeah.
Return
Return
of
of the
the
Living Dead. Like it's just a much better movie.
Bye bye, Freddy.
Jake, what you got?
Oh, Return of the Living Dead.
Return.
Really?
Oh, fuck.
I didn't see
I got
that.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
So,
I mean,
all right, almost unanimous there.
So, 6-2.
Return of the Living Dead. It moves on.
Dude, we're kicking Nightmare out right here.
Yeah, we
Nobody
are.
gives a shit. Come
Not
on.
a problem.
Good.
The Fog versus The Witch. This is a tough one for me. I've got to go with The Fog.
Mm-hmm. John Carpenter, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, I'll have to go with The Fog.
Oh, I could flip a coin. Honestly, oh God, The Witch.
I don't think it's going to matter, Dan, but I'm going to go with you and say The Witch too. This was one where I'm not going to be disappointed with either one winning.
It's a coin flip. Yeah,
Yeah, I just think The Witch, again, if you're trying to tell a New England folk story, which is a fairly brave thing to do from a commercial standpoint, they're both kind of that, but The Witch is so much more subtle and nuanced. So, Witch.
2-2.
Here's what I'm going to do. Just because The Witch was, 2015?
Yeah.
What year did The Witch come out? 2014, 2015?
About that.
This is like the newest movie on the list, right? So I think we need a movie that'll represent that time frame. So The Witch.
Okay. 3-2.
I'm going to go with The Witch. Just
14.
because of the pain in the ass it was to shoot that film in all natural light. And it does look beautiful.
Hell
The
yeah.
Witch.
Which
The Witch goes on.
Damn.
Silence
Jaws.
of the Lambs versus Jaws.
Jaws.
Yeah.
Jaws.
for me.
Jaws.
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 All right.
let's go ahead.
All right.
Psycho versus Blair Witch.
Here we go.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna go Psycho.
Blair Witch on this one.
I
Which
can,